A little bit more than we did last night. Obviously, they're big, they're skilled, they're well coached, and they've got two guys that can really score the ball, and they surround them with a bunch of guys that can make shots. So it's going to provide us a huge challenge, on Wednesday night.
What are you focusing on the next 2 days of practice?
At the end of the day, we're going to do a lot of scouting report stuff, but we're going to handle this game just like we've handled every game to this point with how we go about our business. So we're going to try to get better, focus on some things that we think can help us on Wednesday, and then go from there.
What do you take away from the title game that help make you better on Wednesday?
I think just being in that environment, having an opportunity, down the stretch to play in and compete in a meaningful last couple minutes, and hopefully we can execute. We can learn from it, execute maybe a little bit better than we did on Tuesday.
How do you look at the attitude of your team? Teams are disappointed when they don't win that conference tournament, but after a couple of days off, how do you like their attitude?
Yeah, I think our guys are solid, and I thought having an opportunity to be together on the bus ride home, and then having a couple of days off before we got back in and started working out, I thought that was good for our team to kind of be together when you're feeling a little bad, feeling a little bit down, and not have everybody going their separate ways, where everybody's together. The mood of the bus over the course of that day kind of changed a little bit, which was, I think both sides were good. I think it's good to hurt a little bit and feel the burn, but I also think you've got to you got to move past it, learn from it, grow from it, and I think our team over those 3 or 4 days did that.
How much did you actually know about this tournament before?
A lot.
Did you?
Yeah, I think it's been around for 6-7 years. The people at College Insider have been phenomenal to our program. Obviously this year, but what they do for mid-major basketball is huge for programs like ours. And this tournament is just another way that they help promote and work with mid-major college basketball.
Was there a consideration at all given to maybe wait and see what would happen with the NIT?
The NIT, at the end of the day, the contract with the College Insiders tournament has a clause if you do get invited to the NIT that you can accept. The NIT people were phenomenal, and I can't stress it enough. I was actually shocked at how good they were, how open they were when we had conversations with them following the season about what is your criteria, where do you see our program. Obviously they said hey, we're right there, had a great year, but they also were honest enough to say at this point there were still a few tournaments that had to be completed. Right. But at this point, it looks like you guys are, a couple spots away from where you need to be to get in. Which, again, I can't tell you how appreciative we were for that conversation. Very few people will have an honest conversation with you at the risk of whatever you want to call it, at the risk of looking bad. But for them to literally have an honest conversation about their evaluation process, where we fit into it, it gave us a little more, direction on what route we were going to go.
Can you compare Akron to anybody in the Summer League?
You know what? I told our staff this morning, Akron reminds me a lot of the Oral Roberts teams that won our league 3-4 years ago when they were still in the league with their size, the way they play the game. I think obviously for most of our guys that doesn't do them any good, but for our staff and for you guys, I think it's very similar to an Oral Roberts team with great size, great strength, and then surround those guys with some shooters.
Is it, Akron a program you kind of want to, build this into? Because they're in the Mid-American Conference, they're always towards the first or second in the standings. Is that something you want to kind of build towards here, I guess? I
don't think that there's a mid-major program in America that doesn't look at what Coach Dambrot's done at Akron and hold it in really high regard. I think I read today, you guys would know more than me, but I think 9 straight postseasons for him there. They do a really, really good job, and obviously for us to draw them to Fort Wayne is a huge opportunity for our team, for our school, and obviously for the city.
What does it mean to be the first IPFW D1 team to play in the postseason?
I think it's a credit to our staff, who, and when I say our staff, our coaching staff, our athletic department staff, our university staff that helped recruit these guys here. I think it's a huge honor for our current team to to earn this right, and I also think that hopefully it's a point of pride for everybody that's been involved with our program over the last 50 years. That hey, we've taken another step in the right direction, and with the number of emails, phone calls, text messages, tweets that we've gotten over the last weekend from people who have been around the program, who have been in the program in the past, just the excitement that they're sharing and feeling. It's been great, and it's been really fun to be a part of.
Yeah, how do you feel about the attention that's going to draw to this home game, and like what kind of draw you're probably going to get?
Well, I think as an athletic department, as you can't pay for it. Like, we couldn't pay for the amount of national attention we've gotten, the name recognition. Hopefully, this is a step in the right direction with regards to our brand, getting IPFW out there, people gaining a little bit of respect for what we're about, not just as a basketball team, but also as a university. No doubt this has been a huge marketing week for IPFW.